Orlamar back with another Grand Arena video. This time it's the finals of the fourth week. Last round, Taigi is my opponent. He's got a really solid Jedi Knight Revan team for his arena team. Gets a lot of offensive wins, 262. Not a lot of defense, but that's kind of weird. Made Kyber, solid Kyber. His roster, all his relics are on that Jedi Knight Revan team, although it looks like he splits it up. Shock T, Geobrood Alpha, a little bit of everything, but not terribly high gear for most of it. Did my research on SWGOH.GG to kind of prepare to know what he'd place on defense so that I could place my defenses accordingly. I know he places his Jedi Knight Revan, which I know my Jedi Knight Revan would not do well at, so I placed mine on defense to hope he couldn't get through it, along with the Karth Old Republic team. I placed my bounty hunters out front to try to draw out his Emperor Palpatine team or his Traya team so that they couldn't get at my Night Sisters in the back. So kept those together. I like having Talia on there to dispel against Palpatine teams. Just kind of turns the battle around sometimes. And then Junk Akbar in the back. So he's got Ewoks. He's got Jedi Knight Revan, unfortunately, with Hoda. And his speed on his Jedi Knight Revan is 315, so plus 147. I've got nowhere close to that, so I think mine is 273. So, and with Relic Jolie, there was no way my Jedi Knight Revan was getting through that. So, Bosk, no Zetas, Gear 12 and Gear 11 for all the bounty hunters there. Shouldn't be a problem, but I saved my Kira Nest because I had seen he was placing Ewoks sometimes. I don't know if Nest is... I tried Nest solo once against Ewoks earlier this season, and she got dominated. So I put Kira in with her this time, help her regenerate some protection, and hopefully survive a little bit longer to be able to solo these Ewoks. Really a matter of just getting Elder out of there first and then working on the rest. I don't even know if Wicked's on this team. It doesn't look like Wicked's on this team, so that might make things a little bit easier. I've got my Nest modded for high tenacity, no speed on her whatsoever, so I'm hoping that once she's 7-star she can time out some teams on defense, some turn meter reduction teams. So yeah, just hoping that we don't get dazed and that we can counter away and regenerate our protection and health and get full banners minus the Cure of Death, which no matter what, Cure's going to die. She's Gear 6 right now, but no sense in gearing her more because she would still die in this matchup, even if she were like Gear 10 or 11 probably. So just take them out and take out whoever's low, and one by one the little murder bears fall. It's kind of my revenge for last round where I lost to Ewoks, but feels good to take them out with a Nest finally. There's the dreaded days, but we've only got one more to go, so I'm not too worried about it. And there we go, 60 banners. That is full banners for that matchup. Okay. Then the only thing I have that can potentially take out this Jedi Knight Revan squad is my Padme squad. Unfortunately, they're not fully geared yet. Padme's only Gear 11, R2's Gear 10, and Ahsoka's Gear 11 with no Zeta. I don't think I have a Zeta on General Kenobi either in this, so now all of those things are done pretty much other than R2, but they go after R2 first, get his health down, and this is kind of where it starts to get interesting because I'm going to dispel with my AoE here, and then he hits hard enough, but nothing really changes. But then I noticed that Hermit Yoda has damage immunity, crit hit immunity, which means I triggered Savior. So I should have gone after Jolie with that hit from Anakin rather than taking out a Jedi Knight Revan. So then when Padme kicks, we almost get Jolie out. If I had one more hit from Anakin earlier, I would have gotten Jolee out there, and then we would have been smooth sailing. Just have to take out the rest, which shouldn't be much of a problem. It's just when you've got Jolee there to revive them all that it becomes a problem. Instead, he survives and gets healed fully, and then we just work on him for a while and try to get him down. And it's really painful to watch because I can't get any stacks of courage built up on any of them. And then my Padme, who now has like 30,000 extra health since I got her to gear 12 and put 6-dot mods on her, just too squishy, gets taken out by the Grandmaster Yoda AoE, and yeah, it's just not looking good. So we eventually quit out of this one, just forced close, and looks like we're not going to get past that front wall, unfortunately. So we'll go on bottom. Hope our Revan holds up top for us anyway. We'll go with CLS against these bounty hunters. I like to just bring in Old Ben just for the turn meter reduction and ability block, although Bosk doesn't have any Zetas, so I'm not as worried about his taunt here. The one problem with coming in with Old Ben is that he can lose protection fairly easily, and he almost always does, but I used my R2 on my Padme squad, so I stun Bosk right away so that he doesn't taunt, and then we're just trying to control them. We get a counterattack, take out Jango for the first time. Bosk has tenacity down, so we'll try to stun him again, and it works. Just want to make sure that he doesn't ever get that taunt off. We'll probably go for a stun on Boba here, just to try to control him a little bit more, but then we get the dreaded stun on Chewie from Cad Bane, so that was unfortunate because then Chewie's not assisting on any of these to regenerate my health and protection, plus my Chewbacca's only gear 10 in this, gear 10, but 6 stars only too, so he's pretty squishy. Goes down pretty easily, so his protection's almost all the way gone at this point, and Old Ben lost some protection too, and he can't regenerate it, so not the greatest for banners here so far, but it looks like we're going to be able to win this match still. We'll take out Cad Bane, and then we'll take out Bosk. I'm trying to just slow down so that I can get Chewbacca to attack as much as possible and regenerate, but he's way too far gone. He'd have to get in, I think, 20 attacks to be able to regenerate that much, so we'll just take out Dengar, and 59 banners, not terrible. Then we'll see what they've got in the back. I think I already know, but it is his Geonosians. I planned for this I set my Night Sisters on defense, which is my typical counter, but I wanted them defensively to try to throw them off a little bit, and then put Emperor Palpatine, and there was a feat that has Palpatine and Sidious together, so I wanted to get that done. So I start out with an AoE, throw the sabers to dispel those debuffs, get turn meter to the whole team, swap turn meter with Palpatine and get some stuns on the field. Thought about fracturing right away, but we've got fear, get that up there. The only person we can hit is the guy taunting, and now we can get our fracture up on him. Everything's going great. Unfortunately, here I would have used Tarkin, and it would have pushed back turn meter, but I didn't notice Poggle has full turn meter and no ability block. So I attacked Brood Alpha, and that was my big mistake, because Poggle then was able to dispel all of the Geos, all of that stun, and they're able to attack and take out Sidious, and now I don't have anything left over to control these Geos. So big turning point there. The match was in hand, and then the one dispel. So the key, I had attacked Brood Alpha because I knew he had a dispel, but I didn't pay attention to their turn meter at all. So if I had been paying more attention, I would have noticed that Paga would have done that, and then ability blocked him with Vader, and then they still would have all been stunned, and I could have worked on them and kept getting the fear up, more debuffs and everything, and this match goes pretty smoothly. So the combination of not having Tarkin to push back turn meter, as well as not playing it right. Like, I could have still done it with Sidious. It's just Tarkin provides an extra safety blanket for me there by pushing back that turn meter and getting some more debuffs up on the Geos. So I force quit again. I really don't have anything left to take care of these Geos. I've got a Phoenix team with the Gear 12 Ezra. That's not going to happen. Figure Newt, we can give it a try, see if we can get Extortion up and slow them down, speed us up, but I'm just way undergeared for this compared to them. It's just not really going to happen. So I figure I don't like leaving characters on the bench though, so we'll give it a try. And they go first, and Sunfac's dead, Spy's dead. Dooku, no sense in doing Master Makashi. And Dooku's dead, Soldier's dead, Newt's dead the first time, Newt's dead, Force quit, I got nothing left. There's a look at my feats that I have left over, and we'll come back and take a look at what they did. So a few hours later, take a look at the board. They one-shot my boss team, no surprise. They struggled on my Night Sisters, gave it one battle and did not clear them. So that was good. But they were able to two-shot my Revan team and one-shot my Karth team, and then obviously one-shot my Akbar team and back. I'm wondering if he just played it safe and seeing what I had done and took out Revan first with some team and then just let it time out, but who knows. So unfortunately, I have no chance at getting more banners. I'll finish 11-1 this season. I'll leave some feats up there, one kill away on a few of those feats, just dwelling in my sorrows here on the outside of the top 10. All I had to do was win and full clear to get top 10, and I lost. So see you next season.